Hey guys, today I'm replacing the hexes on my Redcat Gen 8 V2. Um, I bought these brass 8mm hexes from Club5, and they're pretty nice. They're feeling them in your hand. They're about twice as heavy as the original hexes. They were packaged really well. They came with these little set screws, and I've got one set. I figured I'd make a quick video and show you guys how to do this and why I'm doing it. So here on my driver's side, when this wheel is tightened all the way, it rubs on the steering link, the connection right there. You can see that it's rubbed, and it's rubbed all the way around. So what you do, take off your little plastic cap. It'll come with these little plastic caps. Take that off. Take off your screw or your nut with a 7mm. I use a wrench. Some people use these tools. Usually they're pretty tight. So you remove your tire. You've got the stock standard hex in there, which is just not wide enough. So to remove that, just kind of give it a little nudge. There's this pin in there. That pin holds it still. So that's what locks your tire in place. Pull that pin out. Don't lose it if you don't have extras. You can see how these Club5 hexes are about 1, maybe 2mm. I think they're 2mm longer than the stock ones. So, and they're about twice as heavy. I'm going to add that brass. It's going to add some weight to my, right at the lowest, center of gravity point that I can find. So, try to make sure this pinhole is horizontal so that it's easier to set. If you need to adjust that, you can turn the tires, and it turns all four. I'm replacing the pins with this little parts kit that I bought. We're just kind of tuning up the Gen 8 today. Set your pin in there. Grab your new hex. These 8mm Club5 brass hexes. And line it up with that pinhole so that they can go together. You'll set it up, slide it in. See how it slid in there? Now it's hidden. And then you'll get your 1.5mm hex driver, and put one of those set screws on. Get ready to drive it in. I am going to put a tiny dab of Loctite on these. That's it. Just a tiny bit to coat the threads. And don't want to lose that. Make sure it's pushed all the way in there. Let's get this camera zoomed in properly. And tighten it up. Tighten that little set screw. Not too tight, not crazy tight. You don't want to strip that little 1.5. That's why I put a little bit of that Loctite on there, the blue that's removable. So now I've added a tiny bit of weight and changed out my hex. So it's slightly wider. Reinstall your tire and wheel. And you can see when that's fully tightened, see back in there in that wheel, it's offset slightly, right? The stock ones were flush. But look at the link. The steering link no longer rubs. It doesn't rub anymore. So that's what we wanted. Just a slightly wider stance. And I'm kind of excited and happy to see how these Club 5 hexes turn out. So see if the added weight right at the wheel helps out at all. And that's all you got. So thanks for watching.